All right, Denzel Valentine, the #1 pick of the Chicago Bulls, 14th overall. And he is throwing out the first pitch tonight at U.S. Cellular Field. And let's go to U.S. Cellular Field, and that's where we find the former Michigan State Spartan. Denzel, I've been friends with your head coach for probably 25 years, and he was on with me yesterday, and he said, let me just tell you something. This kid doesn't care if he scores 1 point or 50. All he cares about is team, 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 team. How do you bring that attitude now as your team starts to retool a bit here in Chicago?
You said what?
I lost you.
I'm sorry.
All right, you got me now?
Yeah, I got you now.
Okay, so I said to you, I've been friends with Tom Izzo for a long time. He said to me yesterday, that kid does not care if he scores 1 point or 50. All he's about is team. How do you get that over across now to your Chicago Bulls teammates, that as you go through this retool, it's all about team building?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. the intercom keeps coming in. I can't hear you.
All right, we'll try and get back to Denzel. He's having some audio issues back at U.S. Cellular Field.
You know what? He's got the Chance the Rapper hat on, which I don't know whether you know this, but when Leonard Floyd came in, he had first tweeted, he said, should I be a White Sox fan or a Cubs fan? And White Sox PR, in a genius move, sent him the Chance the Rapper hat that nobody can buy anymore because they went off the shelves like that.
Correct.
So he's a White Sox fan. It's that
Leonard
simple.
Floyd became a White Sox.
It's that simple, isn't it? This is a good move by the White Sox. Just go grab every first-round pick.
That Chance the Rapper hat, my kids all went nuts for it. You being a sports marketing guru,
yeah,
that was a huge move for them.
For the Sox?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, this is, you know, it's funny, you're starting to see actually now more teams do this where they take these influencers as the kind of the buzzword now, and they become these brand ambassadors for these teams, and that's a huge deal. First of all, we're seeing some teams take their old players now, bring them on. Obviously, you always had guys, they would hire them for appearances, things like that. Now they're bringing them on in full-time roles and bringing on some of these guys from the pop world, rap world, wherever you can to represent your brand. It makes a huge difference.
Shoot, the Sacramento Kings brought back a guy who didn't know anything about being a GM just because he played for him. He still doesn't know what he's doing, right? He's the ultimate brand ambassador.
I just figured the mics went out because, Cap, you started talking about team unity and mix that in with the Bulls, and it doesn't go so great sometimes.
All right, we're going to go back to U.S. Cellular, see if we can reestablish now with Denzel Valentine. Denzel, how do you impart, you're such a team guy, how do you get that mentality across to your new teammates?
I'm not going to individually, get that across, and I feel like, there is some in place there, but, my job is to just come in, do what I can do best, and just work on my game and try to lead as best as I can. I'm not, coming in to, step on anybody's toes, but I'm gonna do what I can to lead and be a good teammate and try to win some games.
You are a very versatile player. You can play some 1, some 2, some 3. Where do you feel most comfortable knowing you've got the best player on your team is Jimmy Butler, who's a 2-3 guy, likes to have the ball in his hands? Where do you feel like you fit in best?
1, 2, 3 really doesn't matter, but I think that's going to make us, so dangerous this year is because we are versatile with our guards, and in those 3 positions, I feel like we're going to be able to, guard and do a lot of things offensively and throw a lot of at you, when we're coming down in offense and on the defensive end too. So I really think we're going to have a really good team this year with all that we have, and I'm just glad to be a part of, the building year, whatever you call it.
What's your take on Tom Izzo? What's it like playing for him? Known him a long time. What does he like to play for?
He's cool, man. He's Coach Izzo. He's what you see on TV. He's passionate. He's really caring. He cares about his players, and he has a lot of great qualities that he teaches us every day. And I'm glad that I got to play for a Hall of Fame coach like him.
How do you like your hat that you've got there? Looks like the White Sox took care of you.
Man, this is a limited edition Chance the Rapper hat. They hooked me up.
Hey, they did hook you up. Hey, what was it like for you to talk to Denzel Washington?
Oh, man, that was cool. I mean, it was an honor just to talk to him. I mean, you know, he's the same guy. I mean, same guy on the movies, and he sounds just the same. So, I mean, it was an honor just to talk to him, and he's probably one of the best actors of all time. So, it was a blessing, you know, I talked to him.
Denzel, appreciate the knowledge. Make sure you get that ball all the way to home plate tonight, okay?
Hey, I might throw a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. You never know.
All right, the Sox will be looking for you in that bullpen, too.
All right, for sure.
See you, buddy. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
There you go. Denzel Valentine, Bulls' #1 pick. All right, we've got to take a timeout. We'll come back. We've got more to do here on Sports Talk Live right here on Comcast Sportsnet.
Tonight, it's Game 2 of the series as the Sox stare down the rival Twins once again. Join CSN for the call and watch your silver and black try to light off some fireworks. White Sox versus Twins, tonight at 7 on CSN.